Hello, you're all very welcome. This is Eunice Innocent Katshare. I do welcome you to this amazing discussion. As earlier on, I communicated that we'll have an online discussion about domestic violence, the rise of domestic violence in this situation. You know, as we go through this whole experience of COVID-19, and many of us are quarantined from home and different spaces that we'd never actually imagined, we found ourselves going through certain situations that are really causing us a lot of things, pushing us to go through different things. I'll be using English and Luganda as I have a following that also actually understands Luganda more, and of course I also have that of English. So as earlier discussed, nga bwenalanga nti tujja kuba togera ku butabanguko mu maka, you know, there has been a rise, and you know the fight. So it's a worry to all of us. It's a worry to the different personnels. It's a worry to our leaders. It's a worry to everyone around, that we're seeing so many cases of domestic violence coming up. We're seeing people going through a lot of situations, but there is nothing like response. So the question always comes back that if violence is on the rise, you know, what are we supposed to do? Are the mechanisms that were drawn or put in place by the task force that is there to support in the prevent or in the response, and the whole thing of supporting in the COVID-19 situation, are these mechanisms gender sensitive? That would be the question. Because if they are not, it means they're hindering a lot of, you know, various personnel. So it's hurting chiluma okuwulira nti obutabanguko bususe. Why I came out to do this live is because I'm an SGBV, which is sexual and gender-based violence expert, and I'm also a counselor, a case worker. So when I see such things happening, and especially to our own, it's really catching. It's worrying, so we need to always come out and say something, share different ideas, and find solutions. So the first thing that I first want us to discuss is the issue of the local councillor leaders asking our people, especially women, sex, to provide them with food. That was really a great concern for me. Omuntu osooka okuwa emmere ayagala gw'osooke weebake naye then akuwa emmere. That is really worrying. It is very bad. Nti wenawulidde nakirabe kirwaninga ku social media nga kitambula mu spaces ez'enjawulo, kyantiisizza, kyanneeraliikiriza nti abantu baffe emmere eno eya gavumenti gye bali mu kugaba ate girako obukwakkulizo kyekisinga okwewuunyisa. Lwaki ebintu bye bali mu kuwa ebyobwereere bye tulina okuwa abantu baffe mu mbeera eno nga bayita mu buzibu, ate tubiteekako obu strings attached nti wootampa kino nange sijja kuwa kino. So it's a worry. Tudde ku butabanguko mu maka first. For those that don't know, domestic violence, these are violent actions or aggressive behaviors that are usually that happen in a home, like between spouses or partners, and this is usually between married couples, people staying together, a man and a woman, and it's usually between a woman and a man, you know, in a home. Olumu okusobola okubeera akati w'abazadde n'abaana, abaana omuzadde taata n'omukyala we. Luganda is not my I'm not good in Luganda, but we'll go on because I want this to come out well. So wesanga nti mu maka mu mbeera eno embeera yatutuukako nga tetugimanyidde ng'ate tetugyetegekedde. So embeera bwe yatuukawo twali tetugyetegekedde, emirimu ne gikoma, omuntu eyagenda ng'ogenda n'akola n'akera ku makya n'akwata ebintu n'agenda n'akola n'omukyala naye n'agenda n'akola kati mufunye obudde, you've got time, you're together. So wemufuna obudde ne mubeera ewamu, obwo budde mubadde tebumusanga, naye ng'obudde obusinga bwe musanga Ragulo, you meet in the evening. That evening, that's when you come, you know, someone has come back. It's just a short time. So in this short time, the only thing you have is maybe nighttime where you sit and talk as a married couple. But right now, you're with this person from morning to the other morning, you know. So wojja okwetegereza mune mchala wange ono mchala muwanvu nnyo chiwalita mumanyiko omuchala nga ino omukono ogwakyuka omwami nga ayina enkobogo. So zeze embeera ze tuyitamu nti again in this period kyetufocusingako, it's the negativity which is causing this. It is what is sparking violence in homes, because we've always been worried what is really causing violence in homes. But these small things that we so-called actually tububuusa nnyo amaaso, buli gye tukoma okubibuusa amaaso gye tukoma n'ofuna obuzibu nti obuntu obutono bwe tunyooma bwe buviirako ensonga y'okulwanagana mu maka. Ojja kusanga omwami abadde akeeranga n'agenda n'akola, so talina budde buli awo bugenda kuddawo ayombere mukyalawo, tebuliiwo. Oba omukyala akeera n'agenda n'akola emirimu gye, oba n'agenda neyeefula bize wantu wonna wonna, talina budde bugenda kuddaawo abeeko kyakola ekigenda onnyiza omwami we. Naye mu kino ekiseera tewali bintu bimala byakukola nti oba weefuula ebbize newaofulumako n'ogenda mu kiyungu, era omuntu y'omu mujja sisinkana mu kkoona kuba ennyumba eri emu. So weesanga nti wabeerawo obukuubagano, mulwanagana, you're fighting all the time, you know. So it's very worrying nti kino kyekiseera abantu we batandise okufocusinga ku the negativity of their spouses instead of the positive bit of it. Mu kifo ky'okutunuulira ebibi, lwaki totunuulira birungi? Yeyo engeri gye tusobola okwewalamu, kubanga ebintu ebirimu bikozi nga bintu bye tuyita ebitono, nti omuntu akedde, he has no time. Akedde kati obudde bw'alinawo bwakunywa, amaze okunywa ki ekiddako, agenda kudda ayombe. Wava mu kuyomba, oba omukyala afumbye emmere leeti, eyo efuuka ensonga. Omukyala akoze eki akantu katono kati, efuuka ensonga. Omwana alina kyamenye mu nnyumba, efuuka ensonga. Which is something you would have discussed, ne mulaba nti ki, nti musobola okukigonjoola. Naye surprisingly, someone makes it an issue n'ayomba, and someone moves off ng'ayagala nakulwana. So ffe nga ffe ababeerawo okuyambako okwogerezaganya ne bana abantu, kituluma nti mu mbeera eyo abantu we bandisaanyidde okutuula boogere ku mbeera eyo gye bayitamu mu maka gaabwe, ate beesanga nti kantu katono nnyo balwanye. Kati olaba kesi eyabadde lira ey'omwami eyayokyezza mukyala we, eyo kesi it was something small, very very small, nti omwami yandibadde asobola okukola ki, ekintu kyewala, oba ne bakyogerako ne kiyitawo. Naye from nowhere n'agamba n'atandika okuba omukyala, and through that n'akwata amazzi n'ayiira omukyala n'ajja. So kitiisa, tweraliikirira, kitumenya, naye mu mbeera yonna tumanyi nti abantu bajja kiyitamu. Obutabanguko bulala buli wakati w'abaana n'abazadde, nti omuzadde oyagala omwana omugambe agende akole kino, agende akole kino, naye ate n'abaana nabo bantu, oyagala omusalirewo, naye ate ejjukira n'abaana basobola okwesalirawo. Mu mbeera yonna ekyo tetulina kyerabira. The best interest of a child, omwana yalina okwesalirawo. So the more we don't give these children a chance to decide by themselves, it's a bit kibaleetera obuzibu nabo. Ojja muforcing asome eno subject, but in real sense, she's not willing to do math exercise at that time at home, but she's willing to do English maybe. She has a reason why she wants to study that. She has a reason why she wants to do this. So at times you also have to communicate well with your children. Mulabe nti embeera tesukka we yandikomye. Then ne tutunuulira the mechanisms that are put in place in response to COVID-19. These mechanisms have always been read by the President, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And recently, if you read through all the guidelines and whatever they've been reading, do this, do this, do this, but you're telling women to stay at home. Someone has not been working. Someone is not working in that specific period. They cannot buy sanitary towels for themselves. But they even have children, girl children. And this is a monthly thing. So when you look at it, nti omukyala kwate 13 mu 2 buli mwezi agule pads ezize ez'omwana osanga ina n'abalala babeera nabo plus food, you know. So it's quite hard for these women to provide each and everything for themselves during this period. As you see, there is a big number of cases that have been reported of abandonment, you know. Men are abandoning their families. They're running away from families because they feel they cannot support their families anymore. They thought the first 14 days, let me feed my family. After the 14 days, I'll be able to do this. Because they thought the situation would get to an end. Guess what? They add more 21 days. So someone is not willing to go on and support the family for more 21 days because they're not working. They're not earning anything. They're not getting anything. Like boda riders, taxi drivers, they used to earn on a daily. So for now, they cannot support the family. So at the end of the day, they're going to leave their families or pick their children and take them to the RDCs and LCs, as you've been saying. So these are all things that are sparking off violence in homes, in spaces, in the different spaces, but basically homes, because now our major focus is in the homes, you know. Then the other thing that we would talk about, I would want us to go back to homes still. Nti oja kusanga, you find people, the sharing of responsibilities as married partners or as a couple or as spouses. When you're in a home, you're supposed to be sharing these roles and responsibilities. Yes, there are those gender roles. We understand. Hey, a woman is supposed to be doing this, a man is supposed to be doing this. But at this time, where you're all at home, you're supposed to be supporting one another on these things. If she is taking care of the children, you should support on something else. If she's maybe cooking, you should also do something. Don't lay back like a king, you know, and you wait for things to get done. In this situation, it is very hard, very, very hard. I see Madan is watching. I see Daniel Eling is watching. Albert Wabiona, you're watching. So thank you guys, but keep on. We are still discussing. As later on, I'll be calling a police officer called Carol. She'll be guiding us on how people can report cases while at home. We have a number of toll-free lines that I'll be sharing later on to support us in reporting these cases. Back to cases in the settlements, because this is a general thing. We're not only looking at, you know, the host community, but I also want to talk about the refugee settlements. There are so many cases that have been reported currently, recently, for the past 2 weeks, where you find that in these settlements, you know, in these settlements, they're more like villages, where you find that for you to get water, you have to move a certain distance to go and get water. Guess what? Our women, our refugee women in the settlements are experiencing violence, more so sexual violence. As they send their daughters to go and get that water, there are these people who have nothing to do. Because right now they were working, but work stopped. So they have nothing to do. All they have on their mind, God forbid, I will have to say it live here, it's having maybe sexual intercourse. Some people have high libido. So it is really, 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 really affecting our communities. That right now the perpetrators are even nowhere to be seen. You cannot report a case. when something happens to you, you cannot do anything. You even don't know how to support yourself. Going back to the case that happened to Lila, on that case, the woman said, I even didn't know how to run to police for support. I didn't know how I'm going to get support because the only thing I did was to shout, but even my neighbors could not even support. There is a video that is going around on social media of a woman who was fighting with her husband, and then a nearby neighbor said, carry your wife and put in the house of Kube. You beat. Please, gentlemen, carry your wife to the house. That is very wrong. We're supporting these acts of violence. As neighbors, we have a role to play. We are supposed to be supporting these people. We are supposed to be helping them to, we can report on their behalf. If something is going beyond, because someone can lose a life, we can lose a life. Someone can lose their lives because of these small issues that are happening in the house. But for you, because something is happening, it's okay, let them continue. It's their issues, not my issue. Let's not allow the desensitivity sink into our communities. These are our people. They may not be related to you by blood, but these are fellow Ugandans and fellow countrymen and women. So there is no way you're going to let someone, a neighbor, imagine a neighbor, be beaten to death maybe without any support. So I want to urge everyone that is watching, everyone that is online, please let's all play our roles. Right now, I'm going to call police officer, Carol. She'll be giving us guidelines on how people can report cases at home. And of course, some other toll-free lines, police toll-free lines, where you can report domestic violence cases that are really happening. And later on, I'll be showing you some of the toll-free lines that are from Action Aid. Action Aid shared a list of toll-free lines and the different spaces where you can report these cases. So I will also be sharing that with you. But as of now, I'm trying to make a call as we continue discussing, because I want her to guide us well on how we can support our people in this situation of COVID, which actually many are at home and they don't know what to do. So hopefully they so the number is going to go through, and we'll be getting her to tell us, because the number is still going through, but back on issues that happen at home as the phone goes through. At home, let's respect one another as married couples, and of course respect the children also. They also have needs. As a parent, as of now, I know you may not really be yes, hello. Yes, Afande Karo, jebaleko. Kale, ono bamwita Eunice from Interaid. I promised to give you a call. Yes, we are online. We are discussing issues of domestic violence, but of course, as earlier we communicated, we thought you'd give us some guidelines or guidance on how people can report the cases, because there is a limit on the movements. So how best can they report the cases at police without moving that further, but of course safely? Yes, so you're on.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
The first thing is the police is in the process.
Yes.
They are finalizing a toll-free.
Okay.
specifically is going to be there for receiving cases of domestic violence and child-related cases.
Yes.
However, we shall have that toll free ready by end of next week, hopefully.
Okay.
But in the meantime, all our offices are open.
They are open.
They are open. We work with partners. When you report a case when you call Action Aid, when you call when you call probation officers,
yes,
they always also get back to us.
Okay. So,
however, I have 3 contacts that I wanted to put out.
Okay, you can read them. I know those who are online can share them, and as I also note them down.
These are the numbers for our regional officers.
Yes.
Some of the regionals take like if I can call them like districts, maybe that is what people could understand. Regional may be taking like 6, 7, 5 districts. However, when a person calls that regional, she can be able to contact the nearest station so that the complaint is handled.
Okay.
So one of the officers sits at Kawempe and takes that region of Kawempe, Sangati, Wandegia, Old Kampala, Nansana, and Wakito, and I think the divisions.
Okay.
So anyone with a case within that region can call us now.
The names, which officer is it? Just a line where anyone can pick, or there is a specific officer on the line?
There is a specific officer. That is the regional for that region.
Oh, okay.
Kampala Metropolitan North.
Okay, Kampala Metropolitan North.
So she's the person who takes that area, the divisions that I've mentioned.
Oh.
In case any case that comes from that division, even if you call all our numbers are here.
Okay.
However, I encourage our people to call, not forgive.
Okay.
Another one for this person sits at Ginger Road, we call that one Kampala Metropolitan East. The telephone number is 0717 072 307. So that one takes that area of Ginger Road,
Chitintale. Okay, Mukono, Namugongo.
Then in Tinda, Kisasi, and
Tinda. Okay, Kisasi, all right. Bukoto.
And then Nagarama.
Oh, and Nagarama.
Yes, even Nagarama.
All right.
So anyone with a case within those areas can call this number.
Okay.
Then the last one is based at Katwe, where people call here.
Okay.
It's 0718 851 380. That one is called Madame Grace. She
Madame Grace. Okay.
And then she takes that area of Kabaragala, Ajan, Inteke, Central, this CPS around the Central.
Okay.
And Katwe.
Oh, and Katwe, okay.
Yes, those are the areas.
Okay, thank you very much. So maybe another question here is that because you once mentioned that your offices are open. So in situations where someone is moving from home and they're going to report a case, but maybe they've been stopped on their way, how well can they explain that they're really going to report a case?
Of course, they cannot stop you when you're going to report a case.
Okay.
Provided the person is going to report a case, maybe the other party is not providing for the children. There has been a couple at home. Someone has been taken. But I encourage our people to go to the nearest.
Okay.
So they don't move long distance. you need to go to the nearest station.
Okay.
Alternatively, for children cases, they can always call 116.
Okay, for children cases, they can always call
116.
116.
That one is for the issue of gender, but they will always let us know.
Oh, okay.
I know these UTL numbers that are going to say airtime, what.
I know.
But we pray that we get the toll free.
Okay. Oh, we'll be glad. We'll be glad that people will be glad to have that one, because with toll free,
yes.
even without airtime at night, you can call for support. Yeah, sure.
And we shall have officers who will be there to receive the calls and then connect with the people that are supposed to handle.
Okay.
Then my number is 0714
0714
403
203.
No, 4.
Sorry?
403.
403.
Yes.
Okay, so it is 0714 203 403.
No. No. It is 0714.
Yes.
403.
Yes.
295.
295. Okay, so that is for Madame Carol.
Yes, that is mine.
Are you still at Mulago?
No, I sit at CPS.
Sorry?
I sit at CPS.
Oh, okay.
Oh. CPS is the farthest.
Hey.
So it is very hard for people to access CPS. But in case they don't get assistance from the 3 numbers that I've given now, those 3 regionals, they can always call me and I'll be able to contact the nearest station.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. We are going to move you off. In case of any questions, I'll be forwarding them to you. But for now, I don't see any. And thank you for sharing that very vital information with us. Okay. So that has been Carol, Afande Carol. She used to work at Mulago. She's one of the Afandes that were trained in gender issues. She's good at responding. And so she shared her number with us, which is 0714 403 295. And of course, the previous numbers that she has been sharing, as we've been discussing with her, she shared various numbers that you can call on in case you see anyone experiencing violence, in case you've experienced violence at home. You can call on those numbers for support. This is not only for Ugandans, but also for refugees. So there is no limitation. Don't say, oh, maybe because I'm a non-national, so I cannot call. Please call on. Call for support, because with life, everything else can go on side, but with life, we always have to stand there and support and get these services. So we also have a counselor that will be calling on later on, but not now, as we continue to talk about these issues. Someone just forwarded to me a case of a pregnant woman whose husband has been forcing her to go and I don't want to call it selling, because since they allowed pregnant women to move, for those that want to move from maybe Ntinda to town, you're supposed to be moving with someone who is pregnant. Maybe in Akade, of course it is visible, so they will be able to let you go. So guess what? This man has been getting money. You know, if in case you want to move from here to Kampala, I have my wife who is pregnant, you give me this specific amount of money, you go with her to town, you bring her back at this specific time. So there is, they even put time, hours, you pay per hour. So it is worrying, very worrying for a pregnant woman who is supposed to be at home resting. Who is supposed to be at home resting. And thank you, Madan. I see great work with those units. Thank you, Madan. Madan works with UNSCR. Is an SGBV expert. So thank you very much. I see you're online. Grace, again, I see you watching. Thank you. It's one of our counselors. And I know if not, you can write something short about domestic violence, basically in terms of counseling, because I know you have experience on that. I see Pawan Kumar, I see Magun Mukia, I see Godfrey, you're online. Godfrey is also a GBV expert somehow, somewhere. And so many of you. I see Lee, one of our community extension workers. She's so good. She's a well-trained person. Lyndon Mez. I see Kevin Esco. Agado Angela, we used to work with Raising Voices. I see you watching, but thank you very much as we proceed. So with the case of a pregnant woman being sold off by the husband to different persons because they want to move from this specific area to another area, it is so touching and worrying. Someone who is supposed to be at home resting is being moved. At the end of, someone may even end up giving birth on the way. Still on the issue of pregnant women, recently there were pictures that were moving around on social media where police officers blocked this pregnant mother who was going to give birth in the hospital, and she ended up giving birth to a child, and the child, of course, but the mother the mother died. The mother died. So this is really touching, worrying, that someone whose belly is really visible that she is pregnant, she was stopped from accessing medical services because the president passed a directive of not moving. So, good thing, some of the mechanisms were revised, that these are allowed. So, as they are allowed, please, gentlemen, the husbands to these women, don't push your wives, don't sell them off to go. Because you want to get money, quick money for this specific period. You want to get quick money, you're selling off your wives to these other men, or even fellow women, to drive off from a certain area to another area. What if they drive her off and they take her and she never comes back? How sure are you the person you're giving your wife is going to keep her safe? Safety first before any other thing. As per the principles of survivor-centered services, we always have to ensure that with such people in such critical conditions are supported well. So the other issue that I also wanted to talk about is accessing these usual medical services. Yes, I know you're telling us stay at home. I know you can treat some of your. I see Halima bint Aisha, my. Okay, I see you online. Thanks for watching, and hope you can send in your ideas about domestic violence, why it's on the rise, and what do you think we can do, because this is a call to everyone, and everyone's action counts in this specific period. So in case you have any ideas, any recommendations, feel free to share them in, and we'll pass them on. So to women and men who want to access services, be it, sometimes people die because of those small things. Just like I said, someone will be crying of headache, and from nowhere they fall down and die. But because for you think headache is nothing, but there is always a cause. So allow these people to access these medical services, regardless of whether they have COVID-19 or not. We should not only put our focus on COVID-19. These are our leaders, especially to the task force, those drawing mechanisms and guidelines, to support in this situation. The other is for government to look into it for our rural urban mothers, women, girls, sisters, who cannot afford a sanitary towel at this time. I know people are giving out food, posho that has not even reached in people's homes, which I may not want to talk about. That is not on my side to talk about. It's not even related. It's not that connected to what I want to discuss, but please, let's provide sanitary towels. Can't we provide sanitary towels to some of these women? Because a sanitary towel right now is at 3.5, the cheapest. 3.5, if not mistaken, 4. So it is touching that people are using their clothes to go through the situations, and this is a monthly thing. So it's a call upon government and even to the women at the forefront, the health workers at the forefront. There's people sleeping in the health centers. They don't have time to go and shop. They don't have go and do shopping. They don't have time to go and buy anything at the moment. All they're focusing on is supporting in responding to the COVID-19. But remember, they also have needs as women. Of course, they need those things. They need, they're called essential needs. They need those sanitary, towels, the so-called digging tickets to go through this situation. So the only way to do that is for government to come out and support. And also those well-wishers. Please, as you provide food, also think about that. Then the other would be for those that don't understand what violence is. I gave a definition of violence. For those that may not understand, I gave a definition, it was in English, but those that understand Uganda, obutabanguko mu maka bubeerawo wakati w'omwami n'omukyala. These are violent acts or aggressive behaviors that usually happen in a home, but it usually happens between a husband and a wife, usually spouses, but it can also happen between parents and children. So in these situations, we have various types of violences that happen, things that happen. And some of these violences that happen, we have physical violence, where someone can beat you, it's visible. With physigal violence, it's visible. With physical violence, it is that maybe someone cut you, someone poured water on you, like pouring oil on someone, acid, and so many other things. And then we have emotional violence. With emotional violence, it goes with abuse. Abuse, psychological torture, someone abusing you, silent treatment. Omuntu nakusirikirira ng'oli mulingo muli mu kisiibo oba bakiyita lusirika nga mulingo muli mu lusirika temwogera muli awo. Then the other thing would be threats that come along, because once you threaten me and we are sleeping in the same house, there is no way I'm going to keep myself calm. When you actually brought in that kind of threat. That is a threat, Then we have economic violence that goes with abandonment, denial of resources. Nobeera ne family naye n'ogamba sijja girabirira. Mwerabirire namwe mwerabirire mbalabiddeko ennaku 14 president zeyateekawo. The first 14 days, you should also take care of yourselves for the next 21 days. How are they going to take care of themselves? It's your responsibility to do that. So please don't downplay this. And then the other thing would be on the sexual violence that encompasses rape. Which rape we have? Marital rape. People actually don't know that marital rape happens, especially in with married couples. You find that how men are not working. Right now they're not working, they're not going anywhere. So they have a lot of nothing that they're doing at home and a lot of time to demand whatever they want to demand. So once they demand and you refuse, it's a force. Even, yes, I see someone was telling me even women force men. That would be a topic of discussion, next time. But most cases that have been reported, we've seen men forcing more women. A spouse forcing the other spouse in Tinzempa. You're my property, nakugula. You're mine. Sagenda one way. Didn't I bring things? Why are you refusing? So that is a worry. We've seen our young children being defiled, and defilement is more in the settlements where they're sending girls to go and get water, go pick firewood somewhere, and then these huge men are defiling our girls. And then we also have the coercion. And then, of course, we have early marriage, where girls are forced, but that is not it is not really, it's not increasing as per the statistics currently. It's a bit low, very low, compared to the situation that we are in. That of course parents don't have that time of simanyi omwana mufumbeze kati tebikyaliwo, you know. So kati ekisinga okubeera waggulu saawa zino is marital rape. Ekiddako kuba physical violence in homes. Olina atunulira essimu ya munne n'ayagala gigende mumi. You're tempted to do some things. If you think you're going to be tempted into something, leave it. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's okay to check whatever you want to check, but at times to have that peace of mind in you, it's okay to start with, you know, from certain things. So people checking the other's phones, their spouse's phones, which is very, very worrying. I have seen over, for last week, online, I saw 5 cases that came in, but of course those that reported, there are those that never reported. 5 cases of those that reported that, you know, what sparked off the fight was because someone checked the other person's phone. So if we can keep ourselves away from those small things that are sparking off these fights, I think it could be also something that would help us in this situation. Because at home, we are always in shorts. People are putting on short things. You're free. I mean, you're free. It's your home. You're at home. You don't have makeup. So you don't have makeup. You're free. Every day you've been doing red lipstick, and then your wig. This time round, no wig. Your natural hair and your natural face, and also the man is naturalness. Surprisingly, that is when people start noting, kazi wange nga talina kino, waba talina makeup nga abakizibu. You know, because I also received a case of that, and the man was complaining, me, I'm not taking this woman back home. I brought this woman to police. I want the woman to stay here. I'm not taking her back. Yes, we married, but we are supposed to divorce. Because when I was marrying her, she had makeup on. Right now, she does not have makeup. My dear, did you marry makeup or you married someone's heart? So we need to think through. So the issue of, hey, my woman is not beautiful anymore, so I have to look for someone who is beautiful. You're not going to look for anyone. Make your woman beautiful. Are we together, men? And women, my man does not have six-pack. He eats like nothing. Make him work out. This is the time to help one another to build that we've always wanted. If a man always wanted to have maybe a berry that is to work on his berry and, you know, he flattens it, help him do that. And let also him help you do whatever you want to do. If he has certain dreams that he wants to achieve, this is the time you're supposed to help one another and guide one another, because marriage is more of companionship. You're being together and supporting one another. But once you don't support one another, it becomes hell for real. So I would advise and call upon married couples to support one another. In this situation, don't focus on the negative things. Leave them. Focus on the positiveness. Someone is cooking for you, someone is telling you good stories. There are couples. I saw a picture of a gentleman who was working on the wife's hair. I mean, those are cute memories you should be creating in this period. Than fighting and doing this, it's not worth it. If you lack what to do, get into your wife's hair and work on it. You want her to look beautiful, not so? Get a dryer and work on it. Try to do braiding for your wife for once. Learn. Tell her to teach you. Let her show you how how to cook, how to bake, how to maybe mop. Maybe you even don't know how to mop, so she can help you. Let her show you how to lay the bed and put all those nice designs. And then also the husbands. Teach her. These women have businesses and they're looking for people to support them and advise them well. So you come in and support. Hey, you have a salon business. What do you think if we add on this? What do you think if this is the period for you to utilize your space together as couples. So there is just a lot to do. Don't say you're bored. Don't say, Simani, this is causing nothing. Is causing nothing. It's upon you people. It's upon you. You're going to create your own solutions. I, as a counselor, I will not move into someone's family and tell them what to do. It's not in my line to dictate what you can do in your family, but it's in your line to create that smoothness you want to see in a family. Peace. Because if you can't play around with your wife, play around with your children. If you can't play around with your husband, play around with your children. I see there is TikTok. Do some kind of dancing. Maybe he doesn't know how to dance. Teach him how to dance. Maybe she doesn't know how to dance. Teach her how to dance, you know. Instead of sneaking around, you know, some people are sneaking around, making smangy late night calls. People are complaining. Those are the complaints we're receiving on the different toll-free lines that we've been sharing for all this time. So for our refugee sisters and brothers, your family, so in whatever happens in the settlements, please feel free to report on those different stations. You shouldn't keep quiet. I know recently someone made a statement on TV, I will not mention. Someone made a statement on TV that non-nationals will not get food. Why did you allow them in Uganda? First of all. So we have enough. Even if we don't have enough, the little we have, we can share amongst ourselves, because this is family. Once you're within the state, your family. We count them as family. Just like how a case came up from Burundi, the Burundian guy was found with COVID, and people were urging the ministry to take back this person or ask Burundian government to pay for this person. But seriously, but how comes Ugandans are out there and they're not bringing them back, but they're treating them from wherever they are? So let's also look at that, because it's more of peaceful coexistence, ensuring that there is peace in our communities. So let's play nice in our homes, play nice in our communities, play nice in whatever is going on. People are utilizing social media. People are online, they're abusing people. This is a time where someone is just there to watch videos of people and abuse. Then there is recently a certain TV that hosted one of the prominent persons like Miss Uganda, and they had to do whatever they wanted to do, because the way the woman was bringing out her views, it was not in a proper way or a proper manner. As a journalist, that you have ethics, my dear. Professionalism is very key. As you do your work, there are things that guide you. As a counselor, there are things I cannot do when I'm in front of my client. As a caseworker, there are things I cannot do when I'm in front of my client, you know. So let's also play along with the codes of conduct, like how we're supposed to behave when we are in front of our clients. The person you're hosting is your client. So don't you know, the way you spoke to this lady was not so good, and then you came out, you're like, she has less brains to understand your questions. So fellow women, don't, right now on social media, don't pull other women down. Don't, regardless of whether they're beautiful or not, regardless of whether they're brown or not, we don't care whether they are aging or not. Don't mind about someone's age, mind about their goodness. That's it. We don't want to know how old they are, how beautiful they are, how ugly they are. It's okay. All we want to know is the goodness in them, and that's all we want to focus on. Then that is to media, and even these people who are using social media. I see TikTok videos moving around, and then someone is saying, oh, you're yazinye bubi. You know. So there are so many things that I wanted us to tackle. I'm trying Ivrin's number, but it seems like it's not going through. I don't know why, but she was supposed to be on this show. She was supposed to guide us well on counseling, basically how these people can get counseling services. But I have something here that I want to share with you from Action Aid. Action Aid shared numbers, toll-free numbers of GBV, of course, GBV lines where you can call in case you need support. And so first, I want to make this, I don't know whether it's visible. We have that, it was shared by, as you may see, we have Lila, we have Boise, we have Gulu, we have Nebak, we have different areas around the world. The toll-free lines there. You can call on, that is for Action Aid. They shared this with us. So they urged us to share with the different persons. And then we also have one for, of course, and also Mifumi lines are on. Mifumi, for those that know Mifumi lines are down below Action Aid. So the line below here is Mifumi toll-free lines that you can call on in case you need support. And then the first one's Action Aid toll-free lines, the ones up. So we also have ones from Spotlight Initiative. That is it. That is what they shared. We can share this with our people. You can write those numbers and you share them. Please don't let people go through situations that right now we need to be there for one another. We need to understand one another and also support one another. That is for Spotlight Initiative and also with her. And there are also toll-free lines that were shared by UN Women and other people. For Interaid, we have a toll-free line for SGBV. It is 039 324 1119. 039 324 1119. That is specifically for SGBV cases. For GBV cases, domestic violence, all that children cases, you can call on that line. And then for refugees, our refugee brothers and sisters that are online and those that will be watching this video later on, we have a toll-free line for UNHCR that you can call on. It is 0800 32 32 32. 0800 32 32 32. You can call on that number and they provide you and they guide you or provide you with the services that you need. Don't die at home. Don't go through whatever you're going through alone, because in this situation we are in this together. I know we started a little bit late, like 2 minutes prior, but it's 4 p.m. Allow me send greetings to those that have been watching. Angela, you're watching. Angela Gado, you're working with Praising Voices. She's a very good woman. She's good at providing guidance and, you know, counseling. She's one of the iron ladies in response and prevention of GBV. So I saw her online. I see Lynn Dimes, you've been online all the way. She was our community extension worker. She has been trained. She's very good. She has really been going to the communities and supporting these people. She has a good heart. You know, with social workers, people always have good hearts. So we're glad that such a lady is actually serving her community well. I see Kevin Esiko, you were online. I see Halima Beans, I see Owaku, I see Kaya Kavit, he's Indian. I see Wamala Frederick, I see Fatima Hood, I see Albert Wadiona, Madan, you're watching, Daniel Eling, our finance manager, you were watching. I see Messi Titeta, Messi Fiketa, then Gamshed Ali, Sala Nansubuga. Thank you all for being live, and I want to say see you next time. We'll be having more of this and discussing further. Mokesha, Jackie, thanks. You sent in a message. Thank you, Jackie. Love you. I know you're watching from home. Love you so much. Nicholas Katumba, Kawalia Patrick, you know, I see Elias Harun Ahmed. I see Rajabu Maninya, Tyler Sally, Tyler. Oh, this is Micah, nice girl. I love her so much. Jarada, my Jarada, I love you so much. Jackie Rina, I see you were watching. Great women online that have been really online. So thank you for being with me. Thank you for moving with me all the way. This has been Eunice Innocent Katushave. That is the name that I never always pronounce when I'm online, but I mentioned it because some people thought maybe I'm English. Really? Okay. Goodbye.